Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all fit and healthy. It is Saturday here in lovely South Australia. We've gotten over our heat wave and we're down to about 27 today, which is so much better. Feeling a bit more motivated. I do have a book haul today. Just when I thought I wouldn't be getting many books, I went into work yesterday and there were a whole lot of antique and vintage books that I like the look of. So I grabbed a pile. I didn't have a real good look, so I'm not sure exactly what I've got. I thought I'd just shove them in the bag and look at them when I got home. So we'll look at them together. So I will start with this pile next to me. This is the Glad Highway. Some of these I grab just for a couple of pages, depending on the age and the style of the book. Because a lot of the time I like the first few pages. Because I like this sort of thing. It's just beautiful. This is second edition 1918. So it's in really good nick for something that old. As far as the pages, they've got the distressed edges. There's some nice sayings in this, so I might go through and use some of those sayings as well. But you can see just how ruined the cover and everything is. Might be able to reuse this though, because it looks all right. Been quite nice for a nature journal. Just a little mini one. This is I can't say it how you meant to say it. Les Misrables, the story of. So again, absolutely battered. It's got some old paper in it. It's got a stamp in it saying 47. I think it's a bit older than that though. So I'll have to look that one up. I don't think there's illustrations in that one. It's a nice postscript. Creatures of the Wild. I like these pages. This is 1934. Now this one does have some illustrations. Not many by the looks, but I saw a horse then. Oh, it's a giraffe. That's beautiful illustration. This one is, it says A4911 John Dean, Kingston, Gawler Institute. Isn't that beautiful? Might have to try and recycle and reuse this cover. It's gorgeous with the corners and the spine. It's just a bit broken up there, but we might be able to hide that. So that is really nice. Very old. Historic Adventures by Land and Sea, John Dean. Fully illustrated. So I'll have to look this one up too. Isn't that really gorgeous though, that illustration? I'm just wondering if it has actual pictures or it's just those nice little bits. Let's see what we can find in here. I reckon this is what it means by fully illustrated. But they're really cool. And there is some pictures. Gorgeous cover though, and yes, I love this cover. Oliver Twist it is. And sketches by Boz. But look at the embossing on that. So that will definitely be one to try and reuse. That's the spine, and then the back's got some embossing on it as well. Oh, that's really thin. 1900 is the date on this one. Very, very thin pages. This one is The Pursuit of the Houseboat. So that's the dust cover. Oh, that's lovely. So I'd probably use the dust cover separate from the book. And that's in really good neck. That'll be lovely to reuse. This is 1930. There are thicker pages in this one, and there are some illustrations. So that's nice. This one is An Aviary on the Plains, Junior Library of Australian Books. It's got a date on there, 1949. Beautiful pictures. Yeah, 1949. Has a few cool illustrations. Not many again. This is Australian Nature Studies. 1929. Look at that. So cool. That is a gorgeous page. And look, someone's cut the corners by the looks. That is a really cool book. Heaps of illustrations. I think I'll be hanging on to this one for a while. This one is Green Mountains. $19.44 for this one. Looks like it has illustrations again. Photographs. That's a nice book. Oh look, mushrooms. Fungi, I should say. Fealty to Apollo. $19.36. So it's got poems. Robert Browning. Lawson, Kipling. So that'll be worth having a read of. This is Man Meets Dog. And it's upside down. Oh look, it's got a little doggy face on it, so I have to reuse this cover. 1977 for this one. But it's got all these cute little illustrations. Like the little dog ones. This is Antichrist by Joseph Roth. Isn't this cool? It has been stuck on and then lacquered over. It's a nice cover though. That one I'll have to reuse too. $19.35 this one. Don't think it's got pictures. The pages are nice and thick. But I don't know if the subject matter's any good. Lovely cover there. Now, this pile. 10 trees and 40 shrubs. This is 69. Thought this would be nice for the botanical journals. Vintage looking. A pictorial encyclopedia of Australian wildlife. 74. So it's black and whites, but that's cool. They're a nice size of picture. You've got the birds as well, which is awesome. A few colour ones there. The computer and how it works. I'm getting a bit of a collection of these ladybird books. I thought I might as well add this one to it. 71. I like the colour of the pages and of the illustrations in these books. Learn to crochet. Ooh, directions are included for left-handed workers. I'll be keeping this one. Nothing more frustrating than watching videos and trying to learn how to do this stuff and having to think of doing everything back to front. So I think I will have a good look at this one. This is Verse, Prose and Epitaphs. Or Epitaphs, however you say it. 1909's written in there. So it says 1848 to 1908 and printed in 1908. So I thought this will be good fun to read. I have a morbid fascination for the epitaphs. I might have some cool verses in it to put in journals. This one is Love's Manny. It's a nice old one. Love these sort of pages. This is 1907. So it has some poetry in it. Something about birds, maybe. I have no idea, but it's a cool book. This is Nightmare Tales. Oh, I might have to read this one. That's really cool. to look this one up as well. The Ensouled Violin. Sounds nice and dark, doesn't it? A Bewitched Life. The Animal World, the Home University Library, 1935. Again, awesome book with illustrations. The Spell of London. It's a nice and dark photo, that one. That's a nice cover, nice condition to reuse. Date on the inside is 36. Yeah, printed in 35, this edition. Looks quite interesting as well. I'll do this pile before I forget it. There's no spine on that one. Very old. It's got some embossing there of the coat of arms, which is really cool. 1865, this one. Arabian Nights Entertainment. Oh, this is cool. It's got Sinbad the Sailor and The Fable of the Ass, the Ox and the Labourer. It's a big good fun to read, this one. But the text is really small. Look at that. Beautiful old book. Probably worth a fair bit if it was in good condition, which it's not. This one. The Wilds of Florida, the Kingston Library. And if you can see, it's embossed, I think. Yeah, slightly embossed. The picture is really cool. It'd be nice if that was in better condition too. Look at the writing in there. Beautiful. Look at those photos and the coloration around them. It's amazing. I think I'll have to look that one up as well. It's got the illustrations. So yes, it's hard to pass any of these up. Just going to grab another bag, trying to put them in bags as I show them so that it's easier for me to pick them up afterwards and put them away. Not like usual when I just dump them down somewhere. The Science of a New Life. To all the married, but particularly to those who contemplate marriage. Printed 1920. Love the illuminated letters in this one. Oh, disorders of pregnancy. So it's all about having babies. That's an interesting one. This one embossed again. The English Counties Illustrated. 1948. There'll be some cool pictures in this one. Beautiful book. And this is just a book cover, a dust cover that I took off of one. Notebook in Wartime. I love the colour of it and the dog in the man's face. The Englishman's Country. Can't see a date on that one. I think it'd be similar to the one I just showed you. Great illustrations and art. Look at that, that is gorgeous. Next we'll do these ones. Monsieur Violet. Doesn't seem to have a date either. It's very old. This one is the Daybook of Claudius Clear. (1905), this one. The pages are in good nick. Don't think there's illustrations. Someone's been writing in it. This is Once Upon a Time, book 1. That will be reused, that cover, that is cool. Although this has been written and coloured in and all sorts too by the looks. 1949 for this one. Oh, that's what I must have seen in it. The beautiful pictures. Look, it's got a squirrel. Melody's Year. (1946). It's a lovely illustration. The Bald Face. Bear. The Bald Face and Other Animal Stories. Might have to read these. I used to love animal stories. Not many illustrations, but I'm missing a few of the pages. Oh, there are. Hang on. Where was that one? That's really nice. Just sort my bag out again. Okay, I'll start on these big books. The Principles of Garment Cutting. This is the second one I think I've had of these, and I must say it's about my favourite book to get vintage sewing themed ephemera from. This one's 1958. I think my other one is really old. It has really cool diagrams in it. this one. This is great. Mendelsohns Leader. Eine Wörter. I don't know what that says. I think it's German. So, but look at that embossing. It's just a beautiful book. And then the inside. So it's written 1915. Love that page. Beautiful music book. This is the Nostalgia Crafters book. $19.74 for this one. Bargello. I like the look of the patterns, and some of the crafts in this one have me fascinated, so I'll be hanging on to this one for a while. But look at those. Could like trace over those and colour them in. It's a lovely rose picture. Don't mind me, I'm dragging fabric over with me. This one is the complete book of handicrafts. Or handcrafts. Yeah, handcrafts. 73. Again, this one's mainly inspiration for me at this point in time. There were some beautiful craft books going out, but I put them in to go over to the Congo and just kept these old ones. Building the Oregon Loom. Detailed instructions for making a loom at home using hand tools. 75 for this one. I like the instructions, the way it's written in uppercase and typed sort of, and I like the diagrams as well. This really big book is the Bible of the Bush, 125 Years of the Weekly Times. Oh, now these are my purchases because I have no self-control. So 1994 this one is. You know me, I love these sorts of books that have your news clippings. They look cool, make great ephemera. And also interesting to look back on. And you've got advertisements as well. Look at that, gorgeous. A duck season advertisement with a shotgun cartridge. So that is a really cool book. And the other really big one I got is this Torrance Park Estate. The social and architectural history. Now these came out of another book I got, so I just keep them because I don't know why. This one would be quite new as well. I'll say here, 1991. But this has your vintage photos of places, which I really like. I had all those floor plans, they're pretty cool too. But photos like that I just love. And then there were a whole lot of really ruined books in the recycling. But because I loved them so much, I thought I would grab them and offer a donation to the shop for them, because I was so happy to get them. And it was all of these Beatrix Potters, and I think probably all of them are your first edition. I do have one or two here that are 1906 or something like that. And so when I saw these, I thought, that's it, I'm having them. You know, it'd be good to get a nice collection of them. So I'll have to see if, what I might do is, as I find them, I might replace, replace what I've got here with the better quality ones, and get myself a nice collection of hopefully first editions, and bit by bit. And then I can use the ones that I swap out. So I've got the Tale of Tom kitten here. You see it's quite ruined, no spine on it. Well loved. See which ones have dates in them. 1907 for this one. So I'll have to look up when they were first published and identify whether they are the first edition, which I think so. The pictures, it's just so beautiful. The Tale of Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. That one doesn't seem to have a date, but it does look from the same era. Bit better condition. The Tale of Benjamin Bunny, that is just beautiful, isn't it? No spine on it. I need a bit of a clean. And that one doesn't have a date either. The Tailor of Gloucester. Doing well with my words, and look, someone's dog got to that, I reckon. Christmas 1901 on the saying at the front. The Tale of Squirrel Nutkin. Oh, that is so sweet. $1903 for that one. Look at those pictures. The Tale of Jemima Puddle Duck. So it must be almost like a whole set or something. I'm not sure how many are in the set. That's another thing I'll have to look up. This one's 1908. Most of them are missing the spine piece. The Tale of Johnny Townmouse. Some of these I haven't even heard of before. 1918, that one. This doesn't even have a cover. It was gifted in 1957. Definitely older than that. And it's got bunnies and a mouse. The Flopsy Mopsy Bunnies is that one, because it's got the Flopsy Bunnies. Pity about the cover, but that's all right. Another Jemima Puddle Duck. Look how different they are, and that one's heaps thicker. Does this one have a date? 1908 on that one. That one doesn't have a date. Interesting. The Tale of Tom Kitten, that's a nice fat one too. Maybe they're the oldest ones. $1907. Now hang on. The Tale of Tom Kitten. Oh yeah, there's Tom Kitten. All right. Because that doesn't, it does come out. Because that's got the Tale of Samuel Whiskers or the Roly Poly Pudding. So I'm a bit confused there. The Tale of Squirrel Napkin again. Jeremy Fisher, Mr. Jeremy Fisher, I should say. No date on that one, but they're all around the same time. And then this one is Little Pig Robinson. Maybe the ones without the dates are the oldest ones. I'm going to have to do some research on these, aren't I? But I was so happy to find those. So that was a great haul, that one. Lots of your antique books and beautiful covers to play with. So looking forward to doing some of that and looking up about them and learning. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend, although by the time you see this, the weekend will probably be almost over, because I do have some other videos to put up first. Anyway, take care of yourselves, be good, and I will see you soon. Bye.